What did you make of that, particularly, I suppose, the second half tight tussle?
Yeah, would have been a pretty good game to watch. I think there's probably 3 or 4 chapters within that game that ebbed and flowed. I mean, the first quarter was both teams kicked 6 goals, which I don't know if both teams would have been happy with that. So we were getting scored against some clearances. We were probably getting them on turnovers a little bit. We just ran out of steam in the second half, really, and their ability to sustain effort was better than ours, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. The last quarter, we couldn't win the ball. We couldn't get any field position, and they looked like they just wanted it a little bit more than we did at stages.
The inside 50s were launched 20-5 in that last quarter.
Yeah.
I'm quite amazed that you managed to sort of hold them off for so long and then sort of piled on in one sort of quick instance. The momentum shifts happen. So I thought our defenders early were off, and Collingwood's forwards they had the better of us. But as the game wore on, I thought they stepped up a little bit to the level we've seen before. But for them to lose more really early made them really small, and then to lose Cripps for us early made us really tall. So one of those things was going to work in someone's favour, and I don't think we just looked a bit out of whack in the front half. But that was sort of secondary to the intensity and effort that Collingwood put in particularly the last quarter. We're just holding up the damn wall, really. Firstly, how bad is Cripps, and secondly, did we see tonight just how important he is to what you guys do?
Yeah, he is important. I mean, he's one of our best players, so I think it's a deductor. So it didn't look great. I don't know how long they normally are, but you can't use that as an excuse. They lost a very important player and more as well, so sort of evened it out a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we were in front 3/4 time, had every chance to win the game, and we couldn't sustain our effort, and Collingwood just got the better of us in the last.
Surprised by the lack of energy?
We did look flat, didn't we, in the last quarter? But we'll have to look at it. But I dare say it was more a byproduct of how good Collingwood looked.
When you look at contested possessions down 32 aspect, what goes through your mind?
It's hard to help the players when you're down in that regard. We've had that a couple of times this year. So it's just over to them, really. I mean, we've got some things we put in place, but yeah, the discrepancy was getting out of hand in the last quarter, and we didn't have a lot of levers to pull.
As you said, as a coach, you can't coach that. It is a player-driven thing. So what do you do to try to address that?
Oh, well, is it a pattern? Is it something that happens to us all the time? Did our rotations and lack of affect that? Did Collingwood just want it more than us? I mean, to beat a team the last 4 or 5 times, to beat them in a grand, like, it gets to that point where they're probably saying enough's enough, and we need to recognise that and respond, which we have before, but we just didn't tonight. So I'm not going to go too angry at the players. I think they've been putting up pretty good effort for most of the year, and the last quarter was really disappointing. I won't be saying it's unacceptable and we've got to get better, but we got out 100 in that last quarter, and it's something we've got to redeem.
Brodie Grundy had a particularly big last quarter, and Nick seemed to be sort of almost running on fumes there for a while. Do you worry when you have him in those close games against really good ruckmen, playing such a sort of 55-60%? It's really hard to manage that.
Yeah, it is, but we'd like him in the side. That combined with Cripper probably adds to the issues. But yeah, look, Nick was a bit sore tonight. He's played 3 games in 12 months, so going against probably the best ruckman in the comp. And we had Hickey as well to support. So I thought their mids as a collective in the last just won the critical contests. I mean, you look at the contested discrepancy, contested ball, but sometimes it doesn't tell a true picture. But tonight I thought the real important players that could have gone either way and a ball bounces around, we didn't win any of those, and we normally win our fair share.
Do you play him again next week and the week after, or does he need a rest?
Well, we'll keep working through it and see how he pulls up. Yeah, but we know what we've got with Nick, and he knows how far back he's coming from, and we want to get him right for the whole season. So we won't be overdoing it.
When you look at the impact tonight has on your season, if you win, you go 2 games clear.
Yeah, it's big.
And now you're 3rd. What sort of blow is it a season perspective to not get those extra 2 points to take the 4 points?
Well, we beat Hawthorn 2 weeks ago in the same sort of situation. I've been saying all year that we'd take the win and move on, and tonight we can't say that. So it's disappointing. I don't think we reflect in a way that this is going to hurt us down the track or coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's just the competition's really, really hard, and we take every win for granted. So tonight wasn't our night, and we need to get better.
You seem to have found someone really special in Cameron. What do you make of such a young player having a big impact and so efficient as well?
Yeah, he was good. He's been really good in patches throughout the game. He's played 3 games of football, so we can't rely on him to be our leading goal scorer. But he's playing his role. He's learning off some good high half forwards around him, and he's going to drift in and out of games. But when he's in the game, he looks very dangerous.
Where's Josh Kennedy at? He seemed to look a little bit sore tonight, but it's always hard to tell because he kind of runs that way sometimes.
Yeah, I think he just got beaten tonight. Yeah, I think he had his colours lowered. So, individuals tonight who normally stand pretty tall for us were perhaps not at their best. So they'll recognise that. They're not robots. Sometimes that happens, but yeah, we need our good players playing well.
Liam Ryan, early on he popped a couple of knocks or rolled his ankle.
Yeah, it looks like that. He does look like that all the time. Like there's a knock. So I think he got through the game, but I haven't had any reports yet. So we'll have to wait and see. It was a pretty physical game, and clearly we didn't handle the 4 quarters.
McGovern with the dribs, Simon, is there anything for that?
No. He played the game out, so he's okay.